Chief Adelik was a man whose wallet was as big as his ego. He lived in a mansion so large, he probably discovered new rooms every other week. His motto was simple: if you can't buy it, you're not offering enough money. He had a new housegirl, Amina, a quiet young woman from a small village. She moved through the marble halls like a gentle breeze. Her calm demeanor a stark contrast to the chief's permanent state of loud importance. One day, a geologist carrying a fancy briefcase paid the chief a visit. The news was electrifying. The ground beneath Amina's sleepy little village was full of coltan, a rare and incredibly valuable mineral. The chief's eyes practically turned into dollar signs. He saw a mountain of cash, a private island, a fleet of supercars. Buying a poor, insignificant village, that would be as easy as ordering a new gold-plated helicopter. He descended upon the village like a storm of arrogance. His convoy of shiny black cars kicking up dust and scattering chickens. He gathered the villagers and, with a dismissive wave of his hand, offered them a pile of money to pack up and leave. He boomed, "This is more money than your ancestors have seen in their entire lives." But the villagers, led by Amina's wise grandfather, politely refused. The elder looked the chief in the eye and said calmly, "This land is our home, chief. It is not for sale." Adelik was stunned. No one had ever said no to him before. He tried threats. He tried doubling the offer, then tripling it. But the people stood firm. Their roots in that land were deeper than any mine he could dig. Back in his mansion, he fumed, pacing the floors and shouting at his staff. How could these simple farmers defy him? Meanwhile, Amina, having overheard his plans, made a quiet phone call to her grandfather. She spoke of an old tradition, one that had been forgotten for generations. The festival of the first seed. It was a powerful ceremony. If they held it, she explained, the land would be declared a cultural heritage site, legally protecting it from any development. It was a long shot, but it was their only hope. The village sprang into action. Word spread like wildfire. Everyone, from the youngest child to the oldest elder, had a role to play. Adelik, getting wind of their plan through his spies, was furious. He decided to sabotage the festival. First, he sent his men to buy up all the palm wine in the entire region, thinking no festival could happen without it. But he underestimated them. The villagers simply gathered in secret and brewed their own special recipe, one far more potent and celebratory than anything money could buy. Next, Adelik tried to block the main road leading to the village, hoping to stop guests and officials from attending. But Amina was one step ahead. She had already sent messengers along ancient forest paths, guiding everyone through the beautiful winding trails that only the locals knew. Every arrogant move he made was met with quiet, clever community spirit. It was like trying to punch the wind. The day of the festival arrived. The village was alive with music, dance, and the aroma of incredible food. Chief Adelik, having failed at every turn, made his final, desperate move. He arrived like a warlord, leading a fleet of roaring bulldozers. He jumped out of his car, waving a permit he'd bribed a corrupt government official for. "This land is mine," he roared over the sounds of the engines. "Your little party is over." As the bulldozers rumbled forward, threatening to tear down the ceremonial grounds, a small figure stepped directly into their path. It was Amina. She wasn't shouting. She wasn't crying. She stood there, perfectly calm, and held up a simple, elegant scroll. Her voice, though quiet, carried with unshakable authority. "Chief Adelik," she said, her voice clear and steady, "your permit is for commercial land. But as of sunrise this morning, when the regional cultural minister lit the ceremonial flame, this land became a protected national heritage site." Just then, from behind the trees and bushes, dozens of news reporters and television cameras emerged. They had all been personally invited by Amina. The cameras flashed, capturing the chief's shocked and bewildered face. "You are trespassing, sir," Amina finished, as the nation watched live. The humiliation was total and very, very public. Chief Adalik was forced to retreat, his massive bulldozers backing away like scolded dogs. The video of the arrogant billionaire being outsmarted by his own housegirl went viral. Within hours, his company's stock plummeted. His powerful, fair-weather friends suddenly stopped answering his calls. He was a social and financial pariah overnight. He returned to his vast, silent mansion, a broken and humbled man. For the first time, he was surrounded by all his expensive things, but he had never felt so poor, so empty. The silence in the mansion was no longer peaceful. It was deafening. A few days later, he called Amina into his massive study. He looked smaller behind his enormous desk. He couldn't bring himself to apologize, not yet. But he asked, his voice quiet for the very first time. "Amina, what do your people have that is worth more than all my money?" Amina looked at him, not with pity or triumph, but with a simple, honest wisdom that seemed ancient. "Respect, sir," she said, "for the land and for each other." Chief Adalik looked at his own reflection in the polished mahogany of his desk. For the first time, he didn't see a powerful billionaire. He saw just a man, a lonely man, who had a lot to learn. His journey to true wealth, the kind that money can't buy, was just beginning. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.